Hello guys, welcome to our video regarding the research methodology. Now we are going to study what is research methodology, and all of you are interested in knowing about the research and the methodology adopted for research. And in this video we are going to look into what is the research and content of research. I am Dr. S.S. Khandare, Director of Rainbow Energy System, and our approach in this video is a step in research methodology. So we will be looking into some part about the concepts of research and what content the research would have. Going to the next part. Friends, please like, follow and subscribe our video. Please press like button, follow button to our video, to our channel, subscribe our channel. Please provide us feedback and donate for our channel on GPay number. And we need your help and support to provide you with new videos and new concepts about the research method. Thank you. Now the question turns in everybody's mind as to what is a research. Now the word search you already know. Something we want to know or something which already exists, and we do some kind of mining work and then try to search particular thing which is already in the existence. But research is something beyond the search. That means go on searching more and more. The word itself indicates that go on searching more and more. And the research is an unending work. Say, take an example of a particular type of a product which already exists in the market, and you want to search that particular product which already exists in the market. But research is something which is for a product which do not exist in the market, and you want to do some invention in that particular area about the product, then it would be regarded as a research. And therefore the question always comes in our mind, why to conduct a research? And obviously we want to know necessity of doing research. And why should be? Maybe it is possible, for example, a particular product which exists, but you want more efficient product. So therefore, naturally, when you want more efficient product, means you will have to, because it is not in existence, you will have to search for much better type of a product. Maybe you don't like appearance. Maybe you don't like power consumption. You want something better than that. That is why we are going for conducting a research. Something new we will be searching. And the question comes is in our mind, when to conduct a research. The research will be conducted only when something is unknown to us, something which do not exist, and we want to reach to that particular value, like you want a product with efficiency of, let us say, 60%, and currently the product available is 50% efficient. So you want 10% improvement in efficiency. So naturally your uh, research will go ahead to find out the ways for improving the efficiency of the product. So therefore, the research will be conducted when we have some problem, we have some difficulty, and that particular difficulty is not being resolved by anyone or not being resolved so far. So we go for conducting a research. What to be researched? What is a research and what to be researched? These are the two important questions. You know what is research. Now, what to be researched? Something which you already have. You collect data, you collect information, you collect details, and then analyze it and try to find out what kind of problems, difficulties, or what kind of expectations of customers are there in the market, and then try to resolve those problems and try to solve those difficulties to reach to the higher properties about the product. So that is what is to be researched. That is very important for us. And therefore, research would be something like, we can say, search for knowledge. Sometimes people do research which is pure research, what is called as search for knowledge. Next is we search for unknown factors and make it to be known to everyone. We may try to understand what is unknown, and that becomes our curiosity. So therefore we try to reach to unknown. Or we may be interested in discovering new facts, new ideas, new concepts, or something which is unknown that we try to find out. Then maybe we are interested in production of new designs, innovation, inventions. So therefore, development of invention is also a research. Or maybe we have a new idea in mind and we want to implement it. So implementation of new idea, thinking about new idea, thinking about new concepts, that is also a research. Or maybe to some level, developing some beneficial system much better than what currently we have. So this is what we do in the research process. How it begins is the question in mind of everyone, and definitely we'll be interested in knowing how the research process begin. Research process begin with a broad question in our mind. We may have broad area, broad thoughts about a particular product, particular area, particular system, particular method, maybe. So definitely we have to narrow down our focus on a particular area. Like we are having a product with efficiency. Maybe product has got number of feature, but we take efficiency as one narrow feature. And we have to narrow down on that part of efficiency of that particular product. Then we try to look into how it becomes operationalized, how it operates, how it provides the properties in that particular area. So operational of the product in that particular area, narrow focused area, that we have to look into. So therefore we observe that, we analyze, we validate, and we reach to conclusion. And then we come back to question whether we are able to get the efficiency of a product, the observation what we have made about it, we look into, then we try to see how to improve the efficiency, then we try to analyze it, we make modifications, then we try to measure the efficiency, and validation will be done, and we reach to conclusion. And once we reach to conclusion, then we may come back to the question whether we have achieved it or not. That is what we have as a research process. Now we try to understand the research problem characteristics. What are the different research problem characteristics we have? We may have a disparate system, or we may have a disparate subsystem consisting of different elements. It may be possible that you have different kinds of systems, subsystems, or elements. They are joined together to form your research problem. And there are many variables in system, subsystem, whose behavior is unknown. Maybe it is possible that you have a system which is very complex and is having competing objectives. The competing objective may be cost, maybe efficiency, maybe performance, maybe operational situations. So depends on the complexities of these objectives. Or it may be possible that there is a widely distributed phenomena in time and space. That means system is unsteady in situation, has a larger area which is fluctuating with time and space. Or maybe it is possible that there are many unknown and uncertainties which may happen during the operation of the system. So that becomes your research problem. And therefore, we try to define what exactly a research means. The research is nothing but a sympathetic efforts to gain knowledge about a particular system, about a particular method, about subsystem, about a machine, about a operation, any kind of thing about which you want to gain more knowledge than what is currently available, and your effort should be in that particular direction, which should be sympathetic efforts. Secondly, research really mean movement from unknown to known. Something is unknown. That is why you want to conduct a research and make it known that how it happens and which way it happens. Sometime it is possible that you might be refining and redefining the problem. You already have some specification, you have known parameter, but you want to refine them more specifically or redefine your problems micro problems you want to analyze, that will be research. And research may lead to formulation of hypothesis as well as suggesting solution to the problem which we are facing. Then research is performing some testing work, knowing some experimental parameters, some input is given, output is obtained, and experimental investigations are carried out. And at the end, research is making deduction and coming to some conclusion. Because if there are no conclusion, then research will not be ending and research is not complete. Now, else. Exploratory research. And we have a conclusive research. Conclusive research. Classification of. Now the question, so criteria for research. The next step, method. Now question comes in mind, what should be these? And therefore, what are the some of the coming to the concept of research proposal, what the research proposal will contain. Proposal. Coming to design. So research design. Now the question comes is how to begin a research process. The in every research, work, maybe process. The various important areas which should be there in the research is so now we can take one we can take taking a third case, taking taking another topic would be conducted. Now in the research one. Lies.